Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Paige, if you don't already know. And today we're going to be talking about my reasons for liking and for not liking SF State. And as you can see, I have my notes, because those are important and we learn to take those in school. I'm graduating, I'm done. I think I have like 2 assignments and then I'm just literally done with college. I have my bachelor's degree, fucking deuces. Trying to do school during the pandemic has been literally so awful for everyone. You're probably gonna pay around $30,000 a year for tuition at SF State. That kind of depends on your circumstance and like how long you're actually gonna be at the school. So I transferred, I was there for 2.5 years, or I guess I've been here for 2.5 years. So yeah, it's about $30,000 a year, depending on if your mommy or daddy give you money to help you pay, or if you have student loans, like some of us. In case you've never been here, San Francisco has a million one-ways, and everything's on a hill and everything's curvy. So it's just not the easiest to navigate. Don't worry, I would say don't bring a car in general, or just don't bring your car like immediately. I would wait a little while to bring a car up here because you are gonna have to pay at SF State if you're like living there to have your car. I think you have to have like a parking permit or something. And then if you're not living on campus, it's just a bitch to find parking anywhere, or to like have a parking spot if you're living anywhere in the city. So the options available to you if you don't bring a car are that you have your Clipper card, which, let me grab that. So our Clipper card, I guess it's called a one card because you use it for a lot of things. Like if you have a meal plan on campus, you would swipe this. I'm just gonna, so it kind of looks like this, or I guess it does look like this. This is your Clipper card / one card that you would use if you're taking Muni or you're taking BART. So during the school year, Muni is free when you use your Clipper card, and I believe it's 25% off BART to and from the Daly City station only, which is kind of ridiculous because... So another thing about SF State is that it's not in the heart of San Francisco. So you might need to do a little bit of traveling if you want to get to the heart of San Francisco, like go downtown or like more up north in SF, but it's not a lot. Like I said, you can use your Clipper card. If you don't have a car, you can Uber. And I think it's important to understand that San Francisco is only 7 miles by 7 miles. So it's 49 square miles, if any of you do math. Sorry, that was a fly interrupting me unapologetically. So there is Mary Park Hall, Mary Park Ward, the Towers, Village at Centennial Square, University Park North, University Park South, Manzanita Square, which is like a new housing structure that they literally just finished a few months ago. And I know that that's a lot and it's like pretty overwhelming, so I'm gonna try and narrow it down for everyone. Mary Park Hall, Mary Park Ward, the Towers, and Village, you need a meal plan if you're gonna live there. The meal plans,
in my honest opinion,
are just extremely overrated and way overpriced, and they're not good. So you have 2 options, which are City Eats and the Bricks, which is basically just a pizza place. And you would use, if you have a meal plan, your Clipper card, which I guess is actually like a one card. So you would go to either of these 2 facilities to eat, and like that's kind of what your meal plan encompasses, and it's like $1 million a month, and it's not good at all. I think freshmen need to have a meal plan because they have to be living in Mary Park Freshmen have to be living in either of the Marys, the Towers, or Village. I think the Marys are the cheapest, and then the Towers, and then Village in order of like which is most expensive. But they have to have a meal plan, which really sucks, but I guess it's like kind of helpful because you will be busy with school. I didn't know how to cook when I moved to San Francisco, And so like it was cool to have a meal plan because I did live at the Village for a while, even though I transferred. I was there for a few months and then I went to University Park South. But is it worth it? Like 100% no. I would say no, it's not. Especially when you get to San Francisco, maybe not right away, but you're going to be going out, you're gonna have friends, you're going to have leftovers from when you go out with your friends, and you're just not gonna be using your meal plan as much as you think you are. I think I really only used mine when I had it in the mornings. Actually, no, that's a lie. I used it in the evenings because I was like too tired to cook dinner. So I don't think it's worth it. 100% no. I did live in University Park South. That was pretty cool. That's more like for higher seniority students, like juniors and seniors. It's just like kind of off campus, even though it's considered on campus housing. It's more like apartment style living, and I liked that a lot better. You do not have to have a meal plan, and all around it's just cheaper to be there. So yeah, those are kind of your housing options. I'm not too familiar with Manzanita Square. That's a newer housing option and it looks pretty cool, but like I said, I'm graduating, I'm done, so I don't really know. You're gonna have to Google that one. As far as student life and activities go, pre-COVID, there was like so much to do. It was amazing. I moved to San Francisco and really thought that my introverted ass was not gonna make any friends. I really thought I was just gonna be like in my dorm doing nothing all day. If you can hear these little pitter patters on the carpet, that's my cat having the zoomies during my YouTube video. My department personally had a lot of events that we were kind of required to go to. Not all of them, but I think like 2 a semester. And we'd have like guest speakers. I do journalism, so we'd have people from like New York Times, SF Chronicle, photojournalists. A lot of different people come in, and you can kind of connect with other people in your department, other students, and just kind of network that way. There's usually little markets that they have where they sell food, they sell other sorts of goods like jewelry, bags, etc. In front of like the Humanities building or in the Student Center building. I think Cherry Glazer actually came to play at my school one time, my first year, which was really cool. I don't even think you really had to purchase tickets. Like, I honestly can't remember. If you did, they were really cheap. I love Cherry Glazer, and if you don't know who Cherry Glazer are, then maybe you should have a better sense of music. Anyways, there's just so much to do. There's clubs, sororities, frats, a million different extracurricular things you can be doing at school. And I will say too that SF State is a relatively small campus. Like, you're not gonna get lost there ever. It's pretty easy to navigate if you know how to read a map, if you know how to read. It's pretty easy to navigate. I don't think I really had trouble finding my classes, and everyone at SF State is pretty friendly. Once again, these are just my experiences, so take everything that I'm saying, should have said this at the beginning, take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt, with maybe even with a huge Himalayan salt rock lamp. But everyone's been pretty nice at SF State that I've encountered. It was really easy to make friends, and I will also say that if you're looking for a very inclusive and intersectional campus, this really is a safe haven for you. SF State has so many different people from backgrounds that I like couldn't even imagine. I've just met so many different people, and I feel like I'm walking away way more culturally competent. If you are from buttfuck nowhere like I am, it's really cool to come to a campus where you just grow so much and you learn so much about yourself through the people around you and the diversity that you're experiencing. I also feel like the professors, I can't speak for everyone on this is just kind of like my experience, but the professors at SF State, they do try to be inclusive as much as they can. I don't feel like they're in their curriculum that they're as ignorant as other teachers that I've had before, other professors, about the different cultural backgrounds that people have and the barriers that they may face. As far as like amenities, SF State has a student health center that I would get prescriptions from here and there, like go see the doctor. And I don't think I had any problems with that. It was really easy to access. And then, I might butcher this, I've heard people say the name of our gym like 10 different ways, and I don't know. I think it's Mashouf Wellness Center. That's our gym. We have this fat fucking rock climbing wall. I've only been there once because I don't really exercise, but we have this fat rock climbing wall, weights, treadmills, everything that a gym would have, we have at Mashouf Wellness Center. And it's really accessible. Everyone there is pretty friendly. I think it's mostly just like students that go to school that work there. So that's really nice. Once again, I want you to take that big Himalayan salt rock lamp out, and I want you to lick it and love it, because you're gonna need all this salt for what I'm about to say, because it's all my personal experience. So I just, my teachers, for the most part, since the pandemic, have been so unorganized. Like stupid unorganized. I feel like I waited 5 weeks for one of my teachers to get their iLearn page up. Not even I did wait 5 weeks for one of my teachers to get their iLearn pages up. I don't know why I'm trying to like compartmentalize my feelings about this on camera, but I did wait 5 weeks. And when you're paying thousands of dollars to go to school at SF State, at a CSU, that doesn't feel good when you can't see your course curriculum unfolding in real time. This guy didn't even have his fucking email set up, and it just made me feel really, I guess like insecure about where I was in the class and how I was doing, and it was just super hard to reach him. That was one teacher. The other teacher was just like, here's my iLearn page. I also work a job as a pharmacist, so I'm out. I just don't think it's very professional. I feel like it makes me feel undervalued as a student, and if I feel that way, I'm sure a lot of other people feel that way. Another thing that I addressed with the school, like towards the beginning of the pandemic, I guess it was in the summertime, I noticed that on my student account there were charges for Mashouf Wellness Center and for the Student Health Center, which we haven't been able to access since March. Like, no one has. And this is hundreds of dollars, which may not be anything to the university, but to me, a broke college student, hundreds of dollars, that's a lot of money. So I contacted them basically saying, hey, I noticed that we have these charges on our account, and I wanted to know why, if we're not able to use any of these centers. My experience with the health center was basically they gave me a call and they were like, hey, so you need to get your prescription here and take it somewhere else. We can't help you. So I emailed them and I was like, why am I paying these fees, even though I haven't been able to use either of these centers in months? And they just gave me this long spiel about how our money goes toward the quality of our education and the school, and none of it made sense. That's one complaint I have. Also, like I said, I'm graduating, and I noticed that we had to pay the commencement fee, which is for a commencement ceremony that we don't even know if we're having yet. Last semester, the folks who graduated, they got, I think, 80 of the $100 they paid returned to them, and the other 20 was for like their virtual ceremony. Oh, will you put eyeshadow on? But your eye itch. So those are my more specific SF State complaints. I guess the first one isn't specific. I'm sure a lot of other CSUs and universities are having teachers that don't know what the fuck they're doing with technology. But I think that kind of angered me because it's like, y'all had all summer. Y'all had all summer to figure this out. I am in student loan debt for this, and you can't even put the fucking iLearn page up. Okay, so that was me being heated for 2 seconds, and now we're just gonna take it back because today's a good day and we're not going there. That's kind of everything I have to say. I think the last thing that I would say on that note that is a positive is that our school president, Lynn Mahoney, pulled us out of school and was like, y'all ain't going to classes. Pretty much as soon as possible. If I had to rate SF State out of 10, 10 being the best, 1 being trash, I think I would rate SF State a strong 8. Overall, it's a really good school that I felt like I learned a lot from. So there it is.
My wholehearted, honest review of SF State for you, and you, and you.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. You can leave a comment down below. You can check out my Instagram and send me a message on there if you have any more questions or want to know about something that I might not have touched on in this video. Sorry that it took so long to put this out as well, but finals have been beating my ass. That stress of graduating, COVID, you know what it is. So thanks again guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.